Hi, video is going to go over the reading inventory with you. First thing you want to do when you open the reading inventory is go to the word File, make a copy, and then click Entire Presentation. You want to change the title of the copy of reading inventory to your name so that you can find it. I recommend always using the same name so that it'll be easy for me to find your work and also for you to find your work. We want to put this in our language arts folder. So I'm going to go down to the word folder. Last week we made some folders in our drives, so I'm going to click on the word My Drive. I'm going to click on this arrow. Then I'm going to click on, let's see, 2020 Mr. Talbot's class. And my folders are all called sample, but yours should probably just be called language arts. And once I click in language arts and I'm inside that folder, I'm going to hit select. And now when I hit the word OK, this reading inventory will go to my language arts folder. So that's the first step. So now I know where I can find the document each day when I'm using it. I also want to change the title on the first slide to David's. Now, the purpose of this reading inventory is to help our class reach a reading goal, which is to help each student be able to read for 30 minutes, 5 days a week. To help us meet that goal, we're going to use these reading inventory codes. So if things are going well while you're reading, you're going to use the letter E for engaged in reading. If you stop reading to write things down or look up words or tell somebody about what you've read, which are all part of good reading habits, you're going to use the letter R for recording thinking, and we're going to count that as reading time. The other codes that are in pink are things that would make you stop reading or would not count as reading time. They kind of count as disruptions. The letter C is for chatting or talking during reading. T is for looking at another person. So if you're, like let's say we were in a classroom and you kept looking up at the teacher to see if they were looking at you, to see if you were reading or not, that's when we would use the letter T. It might be a little bit different at your house, but if there's other people there, that they could distract you. L would mean looking all around the room, at the ceiling, at the floor, at your feet, things like that. M is if you're up moving around the room instead of reading. And that's okay to do, especially if you're reading for a long period of time. SB is switching books. That does not count as reading time. Z would be zoning out. That means you're just kind of in a daze or you're tired, your eyes kind of are too tired to read, so you're just kind of staring off or daydreaming. S would be sleeping. That sounds funny to some people, but if you're not used to reading and your eyes get tired, because 30 minutes might be a long time for you, often students fall asleep during reading time, so that would be something we'd want to document as well. The letter D would mean you're just distracted. It could be a pet, could be the TV in the other room, could be a fire truck that goes by and for some reason you put your book down and start paying attention to it. Those are our codes. So we're going to use those letters. Now, if there's something unique to your situation and you want to add a letter to the reading inventory codes, feel free to do that. Just make sure it's not the same as any of our existing letters. Here's what a sample reading inventory week would look like. For this particular student, you can see on September 13th, they read for 5 minutes uninterrupted, and then they have a D and an L. So that means that they were distracted or they were looking all around, and then they just stopped reading after about 15 minutes. The next day, they successfully read for 30 minutes. The next day, they read for 30 minutes. Then they moved around the room and took a break. 10 minutes. Then they moved around the room, and then they read for another 10 minutes. And each day the student read, they kept notes about why they were reading or what went well or what went poorly. Looks like Thursday of that week they didn't read at all because they had soccer practice. And then later in the week they read an entire chapter with no break. So this would be a good start. This would be an average week. But remember, our goal is to read for 5 days in a row every week with no interruptions, or for 30 minutes. Here's where you're going to log your first week of reading. And the first day is actually 9/14, so that's yesterday. What I've done for you, I'm not sure about your situation at your house. You might be home alone and reading during that time. Or maybe the person that you're reading, that the adult that you're home with or your brother or sister are working, or maybe they're online. So you're kind of on your own. So what I've done is I've gotten these series of videos. If you want to start off reading for 15 minutes, watch the first video. If you want to start off making your goal 20 minutes, watch the 20 minutes video, or the 25 or the 30, and so on. In these videos, there's a teacher, and the teacher will go over good reading habits in the beginning of the video. And then the person in the video, I think Miss Boucher is her name, she'll actually sit and read with you for that amount of time. And she'll tell you when that time is up and celebrate with you for meeting that goal. So you may find those useful or helpful. I encourage you to try it at least once during the first week so that you can find out if you like it or not. When I meet with you in small groups, we will discuss your reading inventory for this week. And we'll also talk about it. I'll remind you during class time. And you're going to keep these logs for the next 3 weeks. And our goal is to have this 9:28 to 10:02 log be all green for 30 minutes. Okay? Please feel free to ask Mr. Talbot questions. If you have questions about the reading inventory, show this to your parents. Let them know what you're doing. You might even want to have them watch you read a couple times a week so that they can fill in the codes. Okay, because they might notice something about your reading behavior that you don't. So that's a good idea too. Happy reading, and I can't wait to see how your reading inventories turn out. Take care.